Welcome to the Unravel Collective. My name's Yvonne. It has been a while since I have been on here to offer you some channeled guidance, and that is because I needed to take a break. In case you are new, and if you're old, then you already know that I needed to take a break and I needed to find another way to express myself that felt a little more fulfilling. And so I am dabbling and exploring combining my love of film and videography with channeled guidance. So I am working on the second video that should be coming out soon, or I don't really know when it'll come out, but I was missing a connection with you in this way. So I'm gonna go ahead and offer some channeled guidance today and just see what comes up for us. I don't have a specific question. So usually when I don't have a specific question to ask the Arcturians, they just kind of look into who will be watching this video, the energy of this specific audience. It doesn't matter if you watch it today or if you watch it a year from now. It is the specific audience that will be tuning in to this message, including myself. So this is for all of us. So I'm very interested and excited to see what they have to share with us today. And before we get started, I do want to mention a couple of things. I am still offering Akashic Records readings that are channeled readings. So if you are interested in getting your Akashic Records read or going into your Akashic Records to help you find guidance or insight around anything, career, relationship, spiritual development, love, interest, food, diet, health, anything at all, then please book a session with me. They are always incredibly helpful, incredibly insightful, and very loving and very reassuring. The energy that comes forth in an Akashic Records reading is really from your soul and source itself, and all of your guides and loved ones that are here to support you. So it's a beautiful experience, and I would love to assist you in your records. I am also still doing Arcturian quick counsels, which are an audio recorded channeling for you. So you submit your question to me and I audio record the channeled guidance for you and I email that to you. So that's also available as well. It's so great to be back with y'all. I really have missed being with you on a weekly basis, even though I'm still trying to figure out what's best for me and what's the next step and what are the next right actions for me to take to feel balance and fulfillment in providing channeled guidance from the Arcturians that helps us evolve as a community, as a society, as a collective, as we navigate these really challenging times. So I'm still trying to figure that out, but I hope that you are patient with me. I hope you stick around and don't unfollow my page because there will be more to come. I just need to figure out how that's going to look. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the Arcturians would like to share with us today. Well, we first would like to welcome everyone here into this space. We know that you are very beautiful, extraordinary, remarkable individuals who do live by your hearts, that this is a dedicated and devoted audience that watches these videos. So first we want to acknowledge this beautiful commitment to each of you, that you are committed in the way of being, living, breathing, acting, and giving from your heart space. This is what is going to change the world coming forward for us on the earth plane. So let us take a look and see what would be the best guidance for you today and for anyone who will be watching this video. Now, the first things that we see are the word bloom. And so this is a very interesting term or very interesting word that pops up. And as more is revealed to us, we will share that with you. But right now, what we're seeing is the word bloom. And so we find this interesting because you may be thinking that bloom in this time, this challenging time on the earth plane, is very contradictory, let's say. That it's the opposite of what we feel in this moment, that many of us are feeling a bit helpless, a bit hopeless, a bit tired, a bit fatigued perhaps, a bit defeated, in that we are seeing things play out on the earth plane that cause us a deep sorrow, sadness, and many times a feeling of what else can we do? It seems as if there is nothing we can do, and that even though I am living from my heart space, even though I am sending love to those who are suffering and creating love in my own circle, in my own life, creating from a space of love, that the collective as a whole does not seem to be shifting in the way that causes me to feel safe, in a way that causes me to feel hope, in a way that causes me to feel that, yes, there is a light at the end of this very dark tunnel. And so, yes, bloom, the word bloom that comes up, may feel that it is not accurate, an accurate reading, let's say, of the energy uh, of how you are feeling or of how the collective is doing. But we would like to say that it is indeed part of the energy that is occurring on the earth plane at this time. And we have told you in prior messages, and any messages that may be channeled, who channel the Arcturians, are telling you that there is indeed and has been for quite some time a shift occurring on the planet. So we are seeing that it is becoming the peak of this energy. And in order to create something new, as you know, we do know that we are sensing, you will already know this information, that when it is time to create newly, everything must be in many ways disintegrated, devolved is a word that wants to come through, something that it needs to be cleared, let's say. Cleared is a very good word. Cleared in order to create space for new. Cleared to make space for forgiveness. Cleared to make space for a new solution. Yes, so what's coming forth for the next few years are going to be solutions to the problems that we have seen for many years before now. We are now coming up against the wall where it can no longer, we can no longer function in the operation of how we have been doing things on this planet. In many ways, it's going to be forced upon the earth plane to make different choices, and in other ways, it's going to be a rise in consciousness that allows for change. So the frequency of holding on to hope, the frequency of also acknowledging your sadness as you let go and you forgive and you create new possibility and you expand yourselves to include love for all, to include safety for all, this frequency is what's going to open the pathways for new solutions. So yes, there is going to be an eruption, let's say, a final eruption that feels quite scary perhaps, or quite unstable, in order for it to then stabilize, in order for us to neutralize ourselves, in order for us to find ourselves in a clearer space. This may seem awkward to bring up, but what is coming through is almost similar to the energy of an orgasm, let's say, where it is a very heightened amount of energy that peaks, and then there is a calm in the system afterwards. There is a neutralization, let's say, a balancing, a reset. So it is very much like this type of energy that is going to occur on the earth plane in the next, let's say, 3 to 4 or 5 years. And it is going to be overlapping where there is this peak of energy, and there is also the blooming of new solutions, the blooming of energy that is more inclusive of the collective well-being. This is what's very important about what is coming forth in the future for us as humans, in humanity, as a society, as a collective. And so it's very important for you to process your emotions, because again, we cannot dismiss, regress, suppress anything that we are feeling within us. It is part of the evolution to rise or raise our consciousness. This is part of what is happening on the earth plane, that for so many years we have been conditioned to ignore our emotions, to push through our emotions, to dismiss them, to pretend that they are not there, to squash them, suppress them, repress them. And as you may find, or you may be experiencing, what is occurring on the earth plane at this time, it almost just simply does not allow you to not feel the immensity of emotion that should be there, my dear one, that is activating the human processing of the nervous system, that wants to finally move through the cycle of practicing, processing feelings, emotions, all of them. And so when you are feeling overwhelmed with what you are witnessing in the world, or even perhaps overwhelmed with a personal experience, we ask you to allow yourself to feel it, process it, move through it. Ask for support when you need it. But we are at this point in time being, in many ways, as we said earlier, forced to feel, to remind us that we are human beings, that we are connected, interconnected to each other, and that in many ways our ways of belonging to one another, helping one another, assisting one another, loving one another is through the emotional empathy, the emotional process that we all hold within ourselves, that causes us to understand or relate to one another. It is not drastically different, the human emotional capacity that you each hold. Therefore, it is very easy to relate to one another, because we have all felt sadness, we have all felt sorrow, defeat, joy, bliss, elation, fear, horror at some point in our lives, loss. And so this is the aspect of the human being that then brings forth the blooming of love, the blooming of healing, the blooming of safety, safety in relationship to one another. So yes, this is what we are seeing at this time, that wants to come through and be shared with you in particular in this moment, is to tap into the idea of the blooming that is also occurring right now as other things are coming to an end. Things that we have possibly known for a very long time, that have in some ways provided us a sense of safety or comfort, but that we're not truly providing safety and comfort for all. So these things are going to come to an end, and what will bloom from this is a new, greater, uh, more expanded opportunity for living from the heart space and for loving one another. So step into this, stay in this, love one another. When you feel the need to judge or overanalyze or uh, uh, respond or react in a way that would cause more division, instead ask yourself, how do I relate to this person that is causing a reaction in me? Where have I felt fear before? Where have I felt unsafe before? That they are now reacting from a space of fear or not feeling safe, feeling threatened perhaps. Neutralize the emotions within you so that we can bring forth a greater way of living on this planet. It is coming, dear ones, it is. It will take some time to get there, but it is coming because this is simply the path. So do not give up. Love yourselves and love others with patience and compassion, and offer them the container of safety to process their emotions, just as you are offering yourself the compassion to process your own. This has been the Ninth Dimension Arcturian Council. Thank you very much for listening to our messages today. With gratitude, we say goodbye. Thank you. Okay, so that was today's message, this idea of blooming. And I think that it is wonderful to hear that we are on a path of shifting into something where we are loving each other inclusively, where everyone has the potential and possibility of feeling safety and care. And it is certainly something that I hope for and wish for every single day. Even in the times that I feel absolute sorrow for the suffering taking place at this time, I am reminded of something that came through a long time ago for me, and that is of a plant being a seed deep, 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 deep in the soil where it is dark, and that all living things will always grow towards the light. And if there is even just a sliver or tiniest dot of light, it will magnetize toward that light. We are beings just like plants that will always reach for the light. We will grow toward the light. It is how we are designed. So that small glimmer of hope, that is a tiny sparkle of light, we need to hold on to that and keep our focus on that, and we will all hopefully continue to grow toward the light that is going to bring us a brighter future very soon. Thank you for being here today, and I hope you have a great weekend. Bye.